Hi friends, this is Crystal from Homemaking on the Homestead, and welcome to this episode of Coffee with Crystal. I think it's kind of just a little bit of chit-chat for you. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas. Mine was busy and hectic, and I never even picked up the camera. I just had too much going on. I still have some footage to edit that I took prior to Christmas, so I'll be doing that here soon. And but I thought I would just do a quick coffee with Crystal just to welcome in 2020, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. I always like to pick some things, take some time before the new year starts, and decide, what I want my new year to look like. What things do I want to focus on? I'm not one that's much for New Year's resolutions or anything like that. In the past, I would set goals, what kind of projects I wanted to do, and that type of thing. Because my husband and I have some changes coming up this year, I'm just not really setting goals. I'm gonna just let the year play out and see what happens. But I do have things that I want to focus on that. At least as I move into January, things that I want to improve on. And some of those things I will be sharing with you on my oncoming videos. One of those is my grocery budget. I didn't do the last 2 weeks grocery hauls, and one of them actually was good. It helped kind of bring me back into where I had like to be grocery spending wise. I try to budget for about $100 a week on an average. So obviously there's going to be months where I spend more than that, weeks where I spend more than that and weeks where I spend less than that. And it's just a matter of, can I stay within that average? The last part of 2019 has been more expensive than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to work on things to try to rein in that grocery bill, and mostly it has to do with the way we cook, or the way I cook and the way we shop. I'm not a real big snack person, but my husband likes his snacks, so I'm always accounting for, the fact that he will spend money on snacks, which, in my opinion, I could go without that without any problem, but I need to budget that in for him. So one of the things that I do have control over is the type of food we cook and the meals I make. Back when I had 8 kids, I was really good at stretching that grocery budget. And what I find is when the budget isn't as tight, when you're not feeding an entire army and you're not, having to focus so much attention, and you have a little bit more time to do other things, you tend to gravitate towards foods that are more expensive. And so I'm going to try to see if there's a happy medium where I can still enjoy some convenience foods, but still try to get my grocery bill back to $100 a week. If I could go less than that, I think that would be awesome, but we'll see what happens. And so that's one thing I really want to focus on, is my grocery hauls being less, not more. I kind of laugh because I see on YouTube a lot of people are like, oh, my $1,000 grocery haul or my $600 grocery haul. And I've already done that in my life when I raised kids, and that doesn't excite me at all. Now I work on trying to be more frugal in how to trim the budget. So I'm going to really focus on the meals that I cook and simplifying them as best I can. So that is one direction that I'm going. Another one that's more of like a personal growth type thing that I want to work on in 2020 is communication skills. I've always struggled with that. I keep in contact with, of course, all my children and immediate family, but I've always had a hard time getting back to people, writing notes to people, and just being a better communicator beyond just my immediate family. And that, now as I am in my empty nest years, I really want to improve those communication skills. So we'll see, what happens on that. But that's my goal, or my focus. Let's see. And then the other thing that I do every year at the beginning of the year is I pick my word for the year. And I don't know how many people do that. I think it's getting more and more popular, or how familiar people are with that, but it's basically one word that you would like to, you narrow down all your hopes and your goals and your desires, and you put that into one word, and you focus on that throughout the year. And so this year, I'm still struggling trying to figure out my word. I had thought at one point, oh, I could focus on contentment. But I'm actually normally a very content person, so it doesn't seem like that's really a word that causes me to grow. And I like growth. I thought about knowledge, as being a word. I think we should never stop learning as we are getting more birthdays behind us. I think it's, we need to always be learning new things, new skills, new information, whatever it might be, we should always be growing in knowledge. But I don't know. I pick a word and it just resonates with me, and I'm not sure that knowledge is the word that does it. Due to the fact that my husband and I have some changes coming, and they're all good changes, by the way, so we're excited about them. One thing I've noticed as these things are beginning to play out and beginning to happen is that change is hard. Even if it's change that you are looking forward to and that you're excited about, I don't know if it's just as, the years go by, and things have always been pretty much the same, that suddenly you start seeing changes and you start making changes, and it's not easy. And so there is, I don't know, one of the words that I recently thought about was embrace. To learn to embrace the changes and enjoy the changes that are happening, and not stress. Stress and anxiety is something that pops its ugly head up in my life quite often, more often than I would want. Let me put it that way. Not necessarily quite often, but so when you go to make changes, of course, you're wide open for any kind of stress and anxiety. So instead of looking at it from that view, is to look at it as the blessing that it is, and embrace the changes as they come, for the excitement that they are going to have, and what's going to be in store, and really to see what God's going to do and how he's going to do it, and just stand back and look at it from a different perspective, and learn to embrace that. So that might be my word. I don't know, but I will keep you updated on that one when I discover what my word is going to be. So my question to you is, do you do a word for the year? And how do you do that? Do you pray about it? Do you just pick a word out? Is it something that you would like to focus on for the year? Is it something that just resonates with you for whatever reason? I would really be curious to know about that, if you are a one word person. And as far as my channel for 2020, I am kind of working on a variety of things, putting them down, writing them down, and things that I would like to share with you this year. A lot of them are things like baking, canning. I plan to do more canning this year. Everything from, I have a turkey that's been in my freezer for a year, and I really need to utilize that. And one whole turkey is too much for, two people. So to eat at one meal at least. So what I really want to do is pull that out of the freezer and can it up and bring you along for that. I would like to can some beans. A lot of that is also, those two things are also in to help with grocery expenses, and to have them available for quick, frugal meals. I would like to focus, as I come up with more simplistic cooking, more simplistic meals. I want to share that with you, and also share how to frugally use up your leftovers, and to avoid as much food waste as possible. It's always been one of my goals, and one of my pet peeves is food waste. we waste so much food in this country, and I would like to be a better steward of the food that I have, all the resources that God has given me. If I throw food away, I feel like I am just literally, throwing money in the garbage. So I want to share with you what I do at times to stretch the budget by making sure all of my leftovers get used up one way or another. And homemaking, I want to talk about, routines and cleaning and organizing and different types of homemaking skills that are vital to running a home. Homemaking isn't just a matter of whether or not you have children in the home. Being a homemaker, there's a lot involved in running your home, and there's a lot of purpose in being a homemaker. So it's about the home, and it is about caring for your home. And I would like to do more videos on those types of topics too. So that's just some of my goals for 2020. And I am looking forward to the new year. And, and hopefully one of the things I'm hoping to do this year that I haven't done in several years, and that's have a garden. It may be super small. I'm going to be probably doing it with my daughter and grandchildren, but it is one of those things that I really hope to be able to do again this year. I'm looking forward to that. So that is pretty much my updates for 2020, and I'm really hoping that you come along with me and enjoy some of these topics, or give me your ideas of anything that you would like me to do, and to do a video on, or topics to discuss. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you will be updated when I put out a new video. Also, you can find me on Facebook, Homemaking on the Homestead, and I have the link below in the description box. And I also post there when I upload a new video, and I still post on my blog, which is also called Homemaking on the Homestead, and there's a link below to that, and that will also update you when I put out a new video. In any case, I hope that you have a nice week as you march into 2020, and I look forward to spending more time with you guys. So thank you very much for all the new subscribers, and for all the positive feedback that I've gotten. Also, if you've written me an email, I was so busy I just haven't been able to get to it, but it's my goal, that communication goal, to get back to the email and reply to you. So yes, that wraps up this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.